So we were given a tip to go to the other apartments. But we need to trigger something. Couple things, actually. We're going to trigger this really weird cutscene.
What is this planet coming to, huh? Slummy's just walking around the upper city.
Shouldn't you go to Laura says you belong, Slummy?
This is Rich.
Yeah, like he said, these streets are for upper city citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's good for you.
Hey guys, we can all be friends here. Let me buy you a drink.
A drink? Hey! For a Slummy, you ain't so bad. Come on, boys. This Slummy's buying the next round.
No way, forget it. No more drinks. We're late enough as it is.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Maybe next time, Slummy. Come on, fellas, let's go.
Now you can actually engage in a fight with them, which is still very funny. You're forced to kill them, but it's still funny. A customer? Come in, come in. Janice Null at your service. Welcome to my Droid and Joy supply shop. Always good to see a new face. Customers are hard to come by. A lot of the Terra citizens won't even come in here. They refuse to shop at a store owned by a Twi'lek. What do they have against Twi'leks? They don't like aliens much here in Upper Terrace. They tolerate us Twi'leks, but they'd rather see us as dancers in the cantina than successful business owners.
You'd think people would be a little more tolerant of others in this day and age. I guess stupidity and ignorance will never go out of style.
Isn't that the truth? Anyway, you'll see few aliens around, but most of the non-humans stick to the lower city. I've learned not to dwell on it, though. I try to stay focused on running my store. My selection is a bit limited right now. The Sith confiscated all my assault droids, but I've got a utility droid you might find interesting. Utility droids, what do they do? What don't they do? They're great at making vehicle repairs for starters. Pretty handy to have in a fight. Small, but tough with a surprising amount of firepower. Whoa. And there's no better codebreaker or security system slicer around. Not that I'd ever condone you doing anything illegal, of course. Let me see your droids. I've only got 2 droids left. A rebuilt T3H8 unit for 50 credits and a top-of-the-line T3M4 model with all the options. But he's not for sale. I'll take the T3H8 unit. Here's 50 credits. You know a bargain when you see one. This little guy's as reliable as used droids get. I did the reconditioning on him myself. Don't worry, he'll follow you everywhere. Is there anything else you need? I'll be going. Maybe I'll see you around later. Don't forget my store motto. If you need droid parts, Janice now is your gal. Though unfortunately this happens. This Astro Droid has a bad motivator. Welcome back to my shop. Hey, where's that little T3H8 unit I sold you? It blew up. I came to get my money back. It blew up? Huh, I thought I'd taken care of that little cross-wiring problem. Well, don't worry, I run an honest business here. I don't have to give you a refund, but I don't want to lose a customer. Here, have your 50 credit backs. 50 credits back. No hard feelings, right? No hard feelings. Glad to hear it. I can't afford to make my customers unhappy. Business is tough enough as it is. Is there anything else you need? I'll be going. It's just a little bit of extra experience. Really serves no purpose otherwise. That's why you don't text and drive, kids.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along. Move along, then. This elevator is... It's obvious... Move along then.
Did Cart say something there? Weird.
A plague spreads through our streets. We cannot sit idly by while this...
And anti-alien propaganda, folks. I promised that this channel wouldn't get political, but sometimes my hand is forced. No comment.
What?
Is you one of the Sith? My
On
daddy
it.
says the Sith are nothing but
It's open.
bullies. You don't look like a bully.
And stealing from
I
people.
remember when a person didn't have to worry about thieves rummaging through their home.
We'll come back to that one.
Stay out of the lower city. That place is overrun with gangs.
On it. It's open. What?
We'll learn a bit more about those characters sometime later. So let's just loop back around and go to this one open apartment.
Hey, you made it. I was beginning to wonder if you were going to show. The party's in full swing. Come on in. You have to try this Teresian ale. It's fantastic. We should have conquered this planet ages ago.
Careful, Sana. That wine's got quite the kick. A couple more bottles and we'll all be passed out on the floor.
Who cares? We're not on duty tomorrow. Let's live a little. Come on, drink up.
And this is why, if you're important people, you don't drink. So, anyway. Hee hee.
A plague spreads through our streets.
So, this guy watches me put on this uniform. Alright?
Another patrol heading down to the lower city. Well, good luck. I've heard it's pretty rough down there. There's a big swoop gang war going on, you know. You better watch yourself. Those gangs will take a shot at anyone, even us. It's too bad we don't have the manpower just to sweep those slums clean.
Aha! Fooling Zegard. Alright. I'll give that to Karth for now, just because it'd be funny. The discomfort, I can imagine. Backs are nothing but battle fodder. The Volkers are strongest. We'll teach you who's strongest. Sith aren't welcome here.
Sure.
Yeah, Clark, could you give me a hand, please? Oof. That suck. What a way to go. Oh, that was simple enough. It's not as simple as walking through a doorway, I'm afraid, though, to get into the Volker base. I wish it was. There's apartments down here, too. I'm gonna send that droid to deal with these guys. I'll get a refund on those repair parts anyway. Okay, we're going to raise our strength for now. There be reasons. You shall see soon enough. This guy uses a shield, so he's kind of a jerk. Making him immune to blasters, so yeah, we just gotta go gung-ho with melee weapons. Hey, a heavy blaster. Ooh.
What? Yes?
Ooh. Oh yes, this puzzle. So how this puzzle works Warning. Access is restricted to authorized users only. Please activate the holograms in the proper order to confirm authorization. Further attempts at unauthorized entry will result in detonation of the patented HoloSec Corp anti-theft explosive. So how this works is your tip is to look at this little data pad. And how it works is you pick up on the band members that go in order. The origins of what would eventually become the most famous band in the galaxy are surprisingly humble. The brains behind the group, manager Glythos Eusaurus, founded the trio to earn a date with a young singer named Alinda. The ploy worked, and Alinda became the first member of the band. Glythos scrambled to find musicians to back her, and signed a Bith named Uja to be the lead musician. Soon after that, he signed Uja's brother Uji to complete the trio. The band struggled at first. Alinda was a fantastic singer, but Uja wasn't much of a musician. When Alinda threatened to quit, Glythos fired Uja and signed another Bith named Lupa. Of course, this didn't go over well with Uja's brother, and Uji quit. Unfortunately, Lupa knew another musician named Frodo, who joined to replace Uji. Led by Alinda singing, the second incarnation of the Twisted Rancor trio became quite popular on the homeworld of Terrace, eventually attracting the attention of local legitimate businessman Davik King. Davik asked Glythos to bring his group in for a band performance. Glythos agreed, realizing this could be the band's big break. Unfortunately, Alinda had heard certain unsubstantiated rumors about Davik King and his connections to the exchange. Fearing for her life, she refused to go to his estate to perform. Many felt that without Alinda singing, the band would crumble, but Glythos came up with a brilliant plan to save the group by hiring Alinda's sister Ashana as the lead singer on the eve of their scheduled appearance at Davik's estate. Glythos knew that he was taking a risk. If Ashana couldn't perform at Alinda's level, Davik's infamous temper could have dire consequences for the entire band. However, if Ashana could match her sister's performance, then Davik was likely to sign the band to a big-time touring contract. It was a risk, but the Twisted Rancor trio was founded on guts and glory. And that's all we know. So, Alinda, Uja, then Uji, Lupa, Photo, and Ashana. And that unlocks the chest. We get something pretty good from it. 50 credits in the Achani Fiber Armor. Now, the Achani Fiber Armor is one of the few armor pieces that you can upgrade. We don't have anything to upgrade it with yet, but we'll get there.
Sure.
Soon enough.
Ready. On it. It's open.
Hey, you can't come in here. This is a private apartment. What are you doing in here? This place looks abandoned. None of your business. Just turn around and go back the way you came, if you know what's good for you. Are you in some sort of trouble? Do you want to talk about it? It's not something you want to get mixed up in. Look, do yourself a favor and just leave me alone. Don't get upset. I'll go now. Yeah, my persuade skill isn't high enough just yet.
Yes, what's it?
Is it a good time to ask you some more questions?
I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary?
I just would like to know you better.
Well, if it's an interrogation you wanted, why didn't you say so?
This isn't an interrogation. I never said that.
I was just joking, though you do seem to be full of questions. It's rather refreshing, to be honest. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective.
Wasn't in a position to know what was going on, really.
Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and a lot of good people, and for what? On the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway, it got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway?
I'm a scout. I was recruited into the fleet for my skills, if you must know.
Well, that makes sense. Still, it seems a bit strange that someone who is a last-minute addition to the crew roster is one of the survivors.
What's so odd about me being added to the crew at the last minute?
You were the only one. Not to mention that Bastila's party was the one who requested your transfer.
Why would Bastila request my transfer?
The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm
convenient.
probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value ever, and I hate surprises.
What do you mean by surprises?
I mean, I have to expect the unexpected, just to be safe.
Are you always this suspicious?
Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
I consider this important.
All right, all right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
Yeah, as you level up and start doing more things, you unlock more dialogue with your party members. I can't really remember what triggers it entirely, but that's part of it. Also, yes, I know the game's stuttering every now and then, but that's because, you know, it's not really made with, it wasn't completely optimized, plus my capture card is getting kind of old.
Greetings, stranger. My name is Gelroot.
You sound high. Why were you
A
banned?
simple misunderstanding. Some of the other... There's no justice. My lucky Bazak deck was confiscated and I was banned from the upper canteen. If you're...
This cutscene's funny.
Go away.
Hey, you not talk like that. We just want to say hi to big bad bounty hunter Calo Nord. Nah, this can't be Calo Nord. He's supposed to be tough. This guy's nothing but a runt. One? What that mean? You be funny, tough guy? You know who we are, Calo. We're members of the Black Folker gang. You don't want to be getting funny with us, tough guy. Me no understand. 1, 2? Why he count? He trying to count how many of us is against him? It's 3 against 1, Calo. What do you think about those odds? Well, you have something more to say?
3.
Omae wa mo shinduru. And you could do that to him as well. Saw how you mopped up those black Volkers. Nice work.
1.
I'm not looking for a fight. I just want to talk.
2.
Okay, I see your point. I'll be off then.
Smart.
I told you to leave me alone. So give me some space, Bug-Eye. Your breath smells like bantha poodoo.
Little girl should not be in bar. This is no place for little girl. If little girl smart, she run away home now.
What you call a little girl, Chuba Face?
Little girl needs lesson in manners.
Sec, boys. Sawbar, a little help here? I need you to rip the legs off some insects.
Mission, I'm busy. They just brought my food.
Quit complaining. You can finish eating later. Besides, you need the exercise, so get over here.
A Wookiee. We don't want trouble with Wookie. Our problem with you, little girl.
You got a problem with me? Then you got a problem with Big Z. So unless you want to take on my furry friend, I suggest you greenies hop on out of here.
Little girl lucky she has big friend.
Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the lower city. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee.
Hey, we speak the same language.
It's not that strange. Most aliens can speak basic. They just prefer to use their own language.
Which is
But I
English,
grew up
apparently.
here, so I just sort of got used to speaking the native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulkars, kid. You got a name?
My name's Mission Veo, and this big Wookiee is my best friend Zalbar. I'd offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need,
How do a Wookiee and a Twi'lek street urchin end up as best
we
friends?
just kind of fell in together. It ain't easy on your own here in the lower city. Everyone's always looking to push you around.
So we noticed. Still, you seem like an odd pair.
When I met up with Zalbar, it seemed like a pretty good match.
I was wondering what that white line was. Now I know where it
My
is.
street smarts and his muscle, we make a great team. Well, you came to the right person. If you want info on Lower Terrace, I'm the one to talk to. Davik, the Lower City gangs. I even got the scoop on that bounty hunter, KOTOR.
Tell me about Davik.
Davik's part of the Intergalactic Crime Syndicate, but I guess everyone knows that. But I hear he's got a new ship for his smuggling operations, the Ebon Hawk. I don't know much about space travel, but I hear that ship's fast enough to break the Sith blockade. Of course, this is all just secondhand rumor.
Where would he keep it, do you know?
If Davik does have a ship, he's got it locked up in his estate. Nobody gets in there, except the people working for Davik and the Exchange.
Tell me about the lower city gangs.
There's only two gangs worth worrying about here in the lower city. The Black Vulkars and the Hidden Becks. Sometimes Zalbar and I hang out at the Beck base. The Becks are led by Gadden Beck. He's a good guy. Lost his sight in a swoop bike accident a few years ago, but even blind, he's a great leader. Not like that traitor Brezhik. Before he took over the Vulkars, he was a Hidden Beck. Gadden considered that ungrateful space slug his adopted son.
Why did Brejik leave the Hidden Becks?
When Gadden went blind, everyone figured he'd step down and appoint Brezhik in his place. But Gadden figured Brezhik wasn't ready yet. He wanted him to wait a few years. But Brezhik was too impatient. He left to join the Vulkars, and ever since, he's been waging a war to wipe Gadden and his Becks from the face of Terrace. This gang war in the lower city is totally the Vulkars' fault. They're the ones killing everything that moves out on the streets. It's like they've gone insane.
Tell me about KOTOR.
KOTOR's one of the most famous bounty hunters in the galaxy. He's killed more people than the Iridian Plague. I've seen him kill people just for trying to talk to him. He hangs around Zack's bounty office, but I don't think he's looking for work there. All the postings there are small time, way beneath a bounty hunter of his caliber. I figure Callow's been hired by Davik to do a special job for the Exchange. I'd wager 1,000 credits that as soon as the quarantine ends, he'll be getting off this rock.
I'll be going now.
You going? Yeah, this dive is pretty boring. No action around here. Come on, Big Z, let's go.
But I haven't finished eating.
Can't you think about something besides your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Beck base.
Alright, I'm going to save here because this tends to not work. Sometimes. What are you talking about? Name's Bib Surules, manager for the Starlight Entertainers, the top performing troupe in this sector of the galaxy. I was here scouting new talent when the Sith attacked, and now I can't leave. You'd think the Sith would let me go so I can get back to my troupe, but I guess they don't appreciate the arts, so since I'm stuck here I figure I might as well continue with my auditions. I'm supposed to be auditioning Lynn, but I think I'm wasting my time. Lynn's got all the moves, but I need to know if she can pull them off while sharing a stage with her partner. Where's her partner? She doesn't have one, that's the problem. Aren't you listening to me? Dancers don't perform solo, so I need to see if she can work with someone else before I get her up on stage. Maybe I could help her out. I doubt she just wants to dance with someone who's wandered by. This is her one shot at the big time, and dancing with some wannabe as a partner isn't going to help her cause. On the other hand, I'm not going to hire her unless I can see her in action with a partner. Maybe she's desperate enough to give you a chance. You'd have to ask her, I guess. Can't you see I'm auditioning? This is my shot the big time. I can't risk screwing it up by talking to you. Oh, what's the use? There's no way Bib's going to hire me unless he gets a chance to see me dancing with a partner. Maybe I should just give up. Maybe I could be your partner. I admit I'm getting desperate. I'd hate to blow this audition, but I don't know if I'm ready to just pair up with a random passerby. How do I know you're any good? I'm good enough to get you through your audition. What other choice do you have? Okay, yeah, my persuade skills are nowhere near high enough.
I saw Calo Nord in the tap room. He's a legend in this.
I've not seen you here before, human. You are new to the bounty office, yes? My name is Zax. I'm the one in charge here. Are you looking for work? There are many bounties available here, legal and otherwise, but they all pay quite well. Or are you here for information? Everyone knows I'm one of Davik's best agents. I'm the hut with all the answers. You work for Davik? Not officially, no. I work for the bounty office, but Davik pays me to keep my eyes open and report to him, and for me to post these bounties. Davik posts bounties in a government office? Is that even legal? I used to have to keep our relationship secret, but since the Sith arrived, nobody cares what happens in the lower city. Davik can do whatever he wants. But enough talk, back to business. This is the bounty office, so we should talk bounties, or are you looking for information? Tell me about the bounties. There's 2 government contracts. One's an assassin named Selvin. The other's Bendek Starkiller. He's a famous deathmatch duelist. Between them, they've killed hundreds of people.
I can't see anything wrong with getting rid of people like that, as long as we don't end up on the list of their victims.
But not all the bounties are dangerous. Davik got some special contracts. One's for a girl named Dia. She attacked Holden, one of Davik's men. Another's for a man named Largo, who owes Davik money.
Okay, I don't know about Davik's special contracts. Justice is one thing, but doing a crime lord's dirty work is something else.
And then there's Madrick. He used to work for Davik. Then he betrayed the exchange and now Davik wants him dead. I'll put all this information in your data pad. Okay. We don't really need to talk about the bounties that much. Oh yeah, these are some interesting characters. What do you want, human? You come to stare like others here on Terrace? You think we are strange? Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Okay, you're not here to offend me. What do you want then? It's an interesting alien that they never bring back. They only have it in this game for whatever reason.
Huh? What? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. My attention was kind of focused on the Twi'lek dancers. Look at them waggles.
Another one.
I don't normally go for these alien girls, but I've had some bad experiences with my own species lately. Maybe it's time for a change. Know what I mean?
You're the guy who put the bounty on Dia's head, right?
You're here about that? I guess Zax must have mentioned me to you at the bounty office. Fair enough. I don't care who takes her out. Just so long as the job gets done. I can't let her get away with what she did. That wench tried to cut me with her vibro blade.
Why would she do that?
Because she's crazy. She started screaming that I was making advances, and the next thing I know, she's coming at me with a knife.
Yeah, right. Sounds to me like she was defending herself.
I admit I was drunk. Maybe I got a little fresh. But it was no big deal. She didn't have to cut me.
Well, about that. Sounds like maybe you got what you deserved.
Hey, you weren't there. She totally overreacted.
What the bounty on her head
What?
removed?
I can't do that. Think how it would look. I work for Davik. I've got a certain reputation to uphold. I can't let her get away with this, although I do feel a little guilty about all this. Dia's a good-looking gal. It'd be a shame to kill her. Tell you what, I'll take 200 credits in exchange for lifting the bounty.
Here's 200 credits. Now get that bounty
Don't
removed.
worry. I'll stick to my end of the bargain. I'll go tell Zach's right.
Coming across credits or things to sell for credits is not a big deal. Okay, this guy sells Bazak cards, so I'll buy that. The flip cards are very useful if you're actually serious about playing Bazak. The ones that go plus or minus. And that's going to be all the time that we have. So until next time, Ryo Nakage 33 signing off.